Hey everyone, sorry for the bad camera quality, but you know, you make work with what you have, Okay, so this is a tutorial on how to solve the cube using ROUX, beginner's method. The beginner's ROUX. So, what we're gonna do is what we wanna do is we make this. The green and blue cross edges. Okay, so scramble it. We have a piece already made, and then oh cool, this one's lined up, so we just flip this around and boom, that's made up. But you guys need to learn for when it's going to be difficult. So let's say your piece is in this middle layer here, okay? It doesn't matter if it's like right here or right here. That doesn't matter. What you're gonna do is you put it onto the bottom layer here, under the yellow face. So white's facing down, and then you line it up with its color, and then you flip it to white. This orange right here, this doesn't matter. That just happened to line up. We don't care about that. Okay, this we see it's in the middle layer here. Put it down into yellow, line it up with its color, and then twist it 2 times, and boom. We have our blue, white, and green, white cross edges. Okay, so what if you have... Am I just dumb? Okay, there we go. If you have it flipped like this, while it's in this top layer, what you want to do is you just twist it so it lines up with another center, and then bring it down to yellow layer. Line it up with its thing, its center, and then twist it. Okay. Oh, it did this. So is the other case. If it's flipped and in yellow layer, you twist it so it's like this. It's one like turn away from being under its center, but this doesn't line up. You can't do that. So what you want to do is turn it one away, then line this up, so you're going to twist it so that lines up with that center, and then bring it up, and then you've got that. Okay, now moving on to making your 2 blocks on the sides. What you're going to do for that is you find one of the white corner pieces, and you figure out where it goes. Okay, orange, blue here. Blue, orange. Okay, we put it above its slot, right here, in between these 2 centers. It's its own 2 centers. And then we do this algorithm to get it in. And we just do it until it goes in. Okay, it's not in. It's not in. There, boom, it's in. Okay. So after that, we find another one, and we just do it with all of them. If white isn't facing upwards, then what you want to do is you have white facing the side. That's how you hold the cube. So I wouldn't want to hold it like this and do the algorithm, because it would take me super long. Whereas I could just turn it where white is facing the side and do the algorithm once, just on the left side, and then it puts it in with one try. Okay, what's next? Okay, we have none in this top layer here. So that means, okay, this one, it's in its spot, but it's just twisted. So what you do is you take it out using that algorithm, and then, okay, it's facing the right side now. Do it again to put it in. Find it out. Okay, this one is also in its slot, just flipped. Take it out using that algorithm, then put it in. Okay, it's in now. Okay, now we go to edges. So you're going to make the second layer here. What you do with this is you find the edge that lines up with its corner. So, okay, you have green, orange, green, orange. Okay, what you do is you put it so it lines up with its center. This is wrong. It's got to line up with its center. So what you do there is you move it away, bring your corner up, move the edge back so it lines up with its color again, and then bring that corner back down to make this pair right here. And then what you're going to do is move it like this. So you're going to rotate the cube, then move it over here. So then you can insert this piece into here. So you're gonna, I call this the elevator trick. So right here, it's standing in the way of the elevator. Okay, you move it away so the elevator can come up, get into the elevator, come back down. Then that pair is inserted right there. Okay, find the next edge piece. There we go, green, red. It's lined up with its color. Turn away, bring the corner up, turn it back so it still lines up, and then bring that back down. So then you've got your pair, elevator it in, and you've got one of your blocks made. Okay, now you got to do it with the other ones here. So you got to make your second block. So line the edge piece up, away, corner up, back so it lines up, make your pair, insert it with the elevator. Okay, find your next edge, line it up. So if you get a situation where like this, where the edge is flipped, and let's say if you have a situation like this, where the corner is in there but the edge is flipped, you can just take it out and then put your corner in using that algorithm, and then now you can pair it up. Now you get to this step where you need to get all of these yellow corners facing upwards. So what you're doing here is you're going to ignore these edge pieces, okay? You don't care about those. You look for these corners. So here's the algorithm you're going to do. If you get this case, you're going to put this corner in the bottom left and then do this algorithm. Just copy my hand movements. Wait. Oh, also, you want to hold it so these... Actually, it doesn't matter which way you hold it here, but it just matters about this top layer here. You want this corner in the bottom. So you'll follow my movements. Okay, so that worked. That put them all up. But you're going to get different cases. So let's say you get this case, where you have two corners up. So then you're going to put the two corners at the top, and then you're going to do the algorithm. I call this the fish head algorithm. Okay, now you have no corners up. It doesn't matter what way you hold it now. Just do the algorithm again. Okay, these two corners, put them at the top. Okay, now you got, this is what you're looking for. I call it the fish, where you have one corner up. So it makes kind of a, it's not really a fish, but I just call it that. And then you do your algorithm. Okay, you got it again. Now let's put it in the bottom left, always bottom left. Do your algorithm, boom, got all of them oriented. But sometimes you'll get like this, where it's a double fish. If you get that case, then you're just gonna do it like a normal fish. So you put one of them in the bottom left, and then do the algorithm. Okay, got these two. You got none. Okay, you got two again, so put them at the top. You got one. Okay, you got the fish, bottom left. Okay, fish again, bottom left. Okay, and now you have all four. Now what you want to do is you want to turn all of these edges into good edges. And what a good edge is it has yellow or white facing up. Now these have not good colors facing up. So you're going to want to make what's called an arrowhead. So to make an arrowhead, you use this algorithm. Okay, and it's not going to do it like first try, but you do middle up, U, and then bring the middle back down. Or you can do it this way. So what an arrowhead is where you have three bad edges here, and then what you're going to do is you're going to point them at the bad edge on the bottom. Okay, so this is a good edge that's got yellow facing up. You want this arrowhead pointing down at this bad edge, and then you do that same algorithm, middle, top side, then bring the middle back down. And then they're all good edges. So the way to get this arrowhead here is you kind of just do it, and then, okay, so like, it doesn't really matter which way you hold it. You just kind of do the algorithm, and then, oh, there. You can just kind of wing it. And then, okay. Boom. You don't even have to use any form of extra advanced stuff. You can just kind of do that algorithm, turn it around a bit until you get the arrowhead. Okay, so now point the arrowhead at the bad edge, do the algorithm, and they're all good edges now. Okay, now what you're looking for is what I call headlights. So you're looking for these. It's the same color. So then what you do to make them all headlights is you put the headlights on the left, and then you do this algorithm. Just copy my hand movements. I'm sorry, I'm kind of dumb. Copy my hand movements. See, now it made all of them headlights. Headlights, 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 headlights. What could happen, though, is if you get no headlights, and that would look like this. Okay. Also, be sure, I'm so sorry, I forgot to mention this. When you're doing this algorithm, make sure their blocks are on your left and right side, because if you do it like this, you'll screw up your block. So you hold it like this so you can use this middle layer without screwing up your blocks. So always hold the blocks on the left and right. So then it's okay, these edge pieces can get screwed up and whatever. But if you don't have headlights on one of the sides, then you do this algorithm. It doesn't matter which way you hold it, but this will give you headlights. So just follow my hands. Okay, that gave you headlights. See? And then I don't think it will always give you headlights first try though. So then it might, doing that algorithm will then give you headlights, and then you put headlights on the left and do that algorithm that I showed you. So let's just say these aren't headlights. Put the headlights on the left. And then that'll give you the all headlights. Yeah, so sometimes it'll just give you one pair of headlights if you do that other algorithm, and then you'll get all headlights. Now, what you need to do is, if you're doing green and blue blocks, which you will be, then you need to get the green, you need to get the blue and yellow and green and yellow pieces across from each other on the bottom. So what you're going to do for that is you get it above one of these slots, one of the green or blue, or the yellow blue or blue yellow, or, oh my gosh, yellow green or yellow blue above this spot, above one of these empty spots. And then what you do then is you do an M move. It's just called the M slice, and then you do a U2 to put it in the spot, and then bring it back down. So then, okay, you got that in there. And then you do it with the back. So you put it above the back spot. You could turn and you do the same exact thing. Or to save yourself time, you could not rotate and just push it towards you, do the 2, and then put it back down. But just for the sake of the beginners, I'll turn it around. And then put it in that empty slot there. So now they're across from each other. And you're going to want to then, if like this is blue here, blue is opposite of green, so you're going to want to put the green headlights above it, and then just do a middle 2. And then, in this case, you get lucky. You got lucky, and you get this. And then that's solved. But what you'll get a lot of times is, let me kind of set this up here. what you'll get sometimes is, so when you do this, okay, got all your headlights and you've got your blue and green pieces there. You will not get just a simple, you put it out, you do this, and then it's solved. You will usually get a cycle case like this. So then you have to cycle these edges. So what you do here is you find the edge that isn't connected to anything. So like that's connected, that's connected, that's connected, that isn't. So then there will always be one of these little longer connections here. What you're gonna want to do for that is you find your odd edge, and you can either hold it like this or like this. Those are the two options. But you don't want to do this. You don't want to have this long connection under it. You want this smaller connection right here under the odd piece, the odd one out. And then you use the M move to bring it up. So you turn this odd piece towards the big connection, do a U2, and then push it forward again, and then that's solved. Another case you'll get is you do the 2 move, and you get this, okay? The way to do this is you move this middle layer 2 times, bring that down, you move this layer called the E layer, you do E2, bring M down, and then E2, and then you bring M back up again. So just to repeat that, E2, M, E2, M to bring that back up. And then one more case you'll get is this case. I call it bars, okay? It's where you get this. They're on opposite sides, and you've got like headlights except with edges. So what you do here is you hold it like this, and then you do an M2, U2, M2, U2. So I don't expect you to know that notation, but you can just kind of follow my movements. Okay. Also, if you guys want to know, I use my ring finger for M moves. But if I'm doing an M2, I go ring middle finger. So I hit it with my ring finger first, and then I come through with the middle finger. And then I think that's it. We got this cycle case done. So you hold this, the smaller connection at the bottom, odd one out, and you've got your bigger connection. And then this is just a different way to hold it. Like you can, sorry. I like to do this like this. So I use my pointer and middle finger, bring that down, and then do that, and then bring it back up. But you don't have to do that. Also, this is a good way to do it too. But it doesn't matter whether you go up or down first with that M move for that algorithm. If you do E2, M, E2, M prime, you could also go E2, M prime, E2, M instead. It doesn't matter which way you do this one first. I think that is it for the tutorial. I hope it wasn't too confusing and you guys can actually learn from that. Bye-bye.